Kindness to a stranger who just happened to rule the galaxy and outshine every queen in gold. Vance gripped the warped edge of the cargo pod and heaved. Nettle screeched. A limp figure tumbled free onto the dock grating, blue blood pooling under iridescent scales. She dropped to her knees. The off-worlder's chest heaved in shallow gasps. Chitin armor cracked across her torso, exposing a gash that wept fluid. "Stay with me," Mara muttered. She slapped a trauma seal from her belt kit over the wound. The foam hissed, expanding to staunch the bleed. Sirens wailed in the distance. Station security inbound. Mara scanned the docks. Crates smoked from the impact. No witnesses yet. She hooked her arms under the stranger's shoulders and dragged her toward the clinic alcove 50 meters away. The off-worlder stirred. Golden eyes flickered open. "You risk much. Save it," Mara grunted, hauling harder. Legs scraped over conduits. They ducked into the alcove shadows as boots thumped nearby. Mara sealed the flimsy door panel. Her clinic, a fold-out med-bay crammed with stim packs, scanners, and a battered cot. She eased the stranger onto it. Blue fingers clutched Mara's sleeve. Payment, credits here. A pouch materialized from a hidden seam, glinting with galactic chits. Mara pushed it back. Dockside rule, treat first, bill never. Lie still. The stranger's scales shimmered, mandibles clicking softly. Humans, charge for air. Not me. Mara activated the regenerator wand. It hummed over the gash, knitting tissue. Painkillers hissed into the IV line. The off-worlder exhaled. "Ori. Call me Ori. Mara Vance. Medic." She checked vitals. Pulse steadying. "Pod smash from that freighter skid?" Ori nodded faintly. "Unforeseen." Boots halted outside. "Scan the wreckage." Biotraces active. Mara froze. Armed agents. Black armor. Retinal scanners sweeping. One barked orders. Warden Var's priority. No delays. Ori tensed. "They seek me. Why?" Mara yanked a thermal blanket over her, masking heat sig. "Complications." Ori's eyes darted. "Leave me." "Not happening." Mara shoved her into the storage nook behind med shelves. Cramped, but shielded. Quiet. Scanners whined outside. The door rattled. Mara cracked it open. "Medic, Vance. Got a query?" A hulking figure loomed. Warden HFY War, his armored bulk blocking light. Fangs gleamed in a reptilian maw. "Injured from the crash?" Handled. "Minor contusions." Released. Mara kept her stance loose. Hands visible. Var's scanner beeped over her. "Bioresidue on you." Off-worlder treated a Cliff freighter hand. Sent him packing. Lie smooth. Humans lied well when lives hung. Var leaned in. His breath reeked of chem filters. "Full scan, human." Clinic protocol. Patient privacy. Mara tapped her badge. "Complain to Envoy Holt." He snarled but backed off. "Clear the dock. Lockdown in 5. Door hissed shut. Mara exhaled. Close. Ori emerged. Scales dulled to gray camouflage. "You defy security." "For stranger?" Mara rummaged her locker, pulled a spare ID badge. "Human standard, blank chip. Swipe this over your wrist node. Mimics baseline Terran." Ori's mandibles parted. Deception? Survival. Mara clipped it to Ori's tunic. "Stick close. Restricted corridor ahead. Servicing hatch. Bypasses patrols." They slipped out. Docks buzzed with drones. Mara led, weaving past humming loaders. Ori matched her stride, wound sealant flexing. "Why aid? Galactic law favors protocol." Mara glanced back. Golden eyes locked on hers, intense, probing. People bleed same everywhere. Pod or palace. Ori's hand brushed Mara's arm. Warmth lingered. Rare trait. Hatch loomed. Restricted crew only. Mara punched her override code. Gears ground open. They ducked inside. Dim conduits pulsed with power hums. Footsteps echoed behind. Faster. Mara gripped Ori's elbow, guiding through the maze. Ori leaned in. "Your touch." Steadying. Mara's pulse skipped. Focus. Flattery later. Checkpoint ahead. Auto scanners. Red lights pulsing. Authorized personnel scan. Mara swiped her badge. Green. Ori followed. Beep. Green. They passed. Then alarms shrieked. Royal biosignature detected. Sector quarantine. Lights flashed crimson. Bulkheads slammed. Mara spun. Ari's scales flared bright, camouflage failing under stress. Mara stared. Queen. Here, Var's voice boomed over comms. Target acquired. Human accomplice. Neutralize. Ori seized Mara's hand. Run, they end what they cannot control. Mara yanked her forward, heart pounded. One small patch job, now Galaxy's fuse lit. Boots thundered closer. Mara kicked a panel. Emergency vent dropped open. In. They tumbled through, wires sparked. Ari's blood smeared Mara's jumpsuit, mixing with sweat. Why protect? Ari gasped, golden eyes wide. Mara sealed the vent. Kindness doesn't scan. Pursuit howled outside. But in the dark, Ori's fingers tightened on hers. Trust sparked. Envoy Saren Holt's voice cut in, polished and urgent. Warden, stand down. The Queen travels incognito. Human interference complicates. Var growled back. She weakens her. Purge the variable. Mara pulled Ari deeper into the vents. Galaxy's ruler or not, bleeding stopped on her watch. Ari whispered, "You see truth others miss." Mara grinned fierce. "Just doing my job." Alarms wailed. Scanners hunted. One human medic against the stars, but the bridge held. For now. They crawled on. Ari's breath synced with Mara's. Bond forming in the crush. Restricted core ahead. Mara punched coordinates. Patched to auxiliary bays. Var's team breached nearby. Blaster whine scorched metal inches away. Left! Mara shoved Ori aside. Heat singed her boot. Ori whirled, her uninjured arm flaring with bioluminescence, the Queen's warning pulse. Mara gaped. Handy. Collaborate. Ori smiled, mandibles curving. First real one, they burst into a dim bay. Shuttles hummed. Mara hotwired a maintenance pod. Dockside trick, engines coughed alive. Strap in, Ori buckled. You command machines thus? Practice. Mara punched launch. Pod shot free, evading locks. Stars wheeled. Var's cruiser loomed on scopes. Gaining, Holt's face flickered on calm. Medic Vance returned the Sovereign. Negotiations pending. Ori smashed the panel. No. Mara banked hard. Your call, Ori. Golden eyes met hers. Trust you made it mine. Pod dove into traffic lanes. Cruisers hesitated. Public eyes now. Safe, or a breath. Ori touched the sealant. Human mercy binds stronger than empires. Mara flushed. Flirt later. Where to? Ori pointed. My shadow fleet. But first, your doc's call home? Mara nodded. Protective fire burned. No one touched her patient. Galaxy watched. One kindness rippled. Var's threat lingered. Holt schemed, but Mara Vance flew on. Bridge builder unaware. Pod shuddered to a halt in Bay 17. Mara's private clamp gripping tight. Mara killed the engines with a flick. Scanners blinked green. No tails yet. She unstrapped and grabbed her medkit. Out. My turf now. Ori unbuckled, golden eyes wide. Her bioluminescence faded to a soft glow. Your docks. Home. Clinic first. Mara yanked the hatch. Cool station air rushed in, laced with oil and fried circuits. She scanned the shadows. Empty. Good. She waved Ori through. Move fast. No glow tricks unless I say. They hustled down the graded corridor, boots echoing. Mara's clinic squatted at the end, a battered prefab with flickering hollow sign. Vance Medfix. Quick. Cheap. No questions. She punched the code. Door hissed open. Inside. Mara locked it down. Sit. She pointed to the exam stool. Aro obeyed, mandibles twitching. Her injured arm hung limp, sealant holding. Mara filled a hydration bulb from the cooler. Drink. All of it. She thrust it at Ori. Rule 1. Patients hydrate. No debate. Ori sipped, then gulped. Liquid dribbled down her chitin. Human protocol. Efficient. Rule 2. Eat. Mara yanked protein bars from a drawer, ripped one open, shoved half in Ori's good hand. Chew. Now. Ori bit in. Sustenance. Bland, yet vital. Rule 3. Mara leaned close, eyes level. Safety questions. Name, species, allergies, threats chasing you. Ori swallowed. Aurelia Ka, Patari. None to your gels. Warden Var, Envoy Holt. Mandibles curved faint. You know this. Confirming, Mara sealed the sealant patch tighter. No empires in my chair without basics. Got it? Ori nodded. Glow pulsed once. Approval. Got. Mara stepped back, stomach growled. Hers. Market next. Real food. You copy my moves. Blend in. Ori rose, mimicking Mara's stride. Stiff at first, then smoother. Copy. They slipped out. Docks buzzed. Workers hauling crates. Drones zipping. Mara led to the public market. Neon stalls crammed tight. Smells hit. Sizzling skewers. Spice steam. Low profile. No queen crap. Ari's eyes darted. Fascinating. Chaos ordered. Lesson 1. Negotiate. Mara stopped at a soup stall. Vendor, a burly teller, stirred vat bubbling red. 2 bowls spicy. 10 creds. Teller grunted. 8. Last time watery. Mara slid tokens. Teller snorted. 9. Deal. Mara pushed tokens over. Ori watched. Rapt. She stepped up. Empty bowl clutched. Soup. 1. Pulled a gleaming gold signet from her vest. Size of a coin, etched with swirling script. Slammed it down. Vendor froze. Holocam's word, every stall eye snapped to it. Alarms pinged soft. Royal Vatari seal? Worth a moon. Crowd hushed. Heads turned. Drones hovered closer. Mara's gut twisted. Idiot. She snatched the signet. Not yours. Dumped it into a sterilizer bag from her kit. Sealed it vacuum tight. Station tokens only. Blend. Ori blinked. Payment custom? Survival. Mara fished cheap tokens from her pocket. Tossed 9 to Teller. 2 bowls. Spicy. Go. Teller shoveled soup fast. Crowd murmured. Cam still locked. Mara grabbed bowls. Dragged Ori to a shadowed bench. Eat. Act normal. Ori slurped broth. Chitin flushed deeper gold. Human exchange. Barter builds bonds. No hierarchy. Damn right. Mara spooned her own. Heat burned good. Authority flags you. Tokens hide you. Ori nodded, copying Mara's spoon grip. Teach more. Mara eyed her, glow hidden under hood now. Trust flickered. Small. Earned. Rule 4. Copy quiet. No questions till clear. They ate in sync. Market noise swelled back. Traders haggling. Laughs barking. But cams lingered. Mara tensed. We move. Back at clinic, Mara bolted the door. Strip vest. Check wounds. She prepped scanner. Ori peeled layers. Mimicked Mara's earlier routine. Hands out, steady, as you protocol. Sealant held perfect. No infection. Mara nodded. Clean. Rest here. Pulled a cot from wall. My shift covers you. Ori sat. Touched the sterilizer bag on table. Signet safe? Biolocked. Mara grinned faint. Try stealing it. Ori's mandibles clicked. Laugh. Challenge accepted. Later, Mara busied with inventory. Real work waited, but eyes flicked to Ori. Patient. Friend, galaxy's queen, crashing her life. Protective itch grew. Calm buzzed. Incoming tight beam. Mara patched private. Olt's face bloomed. Polished suit. Fake smile. Medic Vance. Docs confirm sighting. Return Sovereign Aurelia Ka. Negotiations benefit all. Mara killed it. No answer. Ori stirred. Olt. Mara packed medkit heavier. Var next. Probable. Ori rose. Glow faint. Shadow fleet. Inbound. Your coordinates? Mara punched them in. Bay 17 secure. But alarms wailed station-wide. Red lights flashed. Breach alert. Security sweep. Mara cursed. Var's team. Fast. Ori's good arm flared. Biopulse ready. Defend. Hide first. Mara yanked Ori to back room. Stacked crates. My tricks. Boots thumped corridor. Var's voice boomed. Hollow. Vance. Surrender the queen. Unpredictable asset terminated. Mara hot-wired event grate. Through here. Crawl. Ori squeezed in. Chitin scraping. Mara followed. Vent hummed cool. Shortcut to bays. They dropped into auxiliary maintenance. Drones whined distant. VARs. Mara sealed great. Run. Ori matched pace, copying crouch run. Human ingenuity. Tunnels evade empires. Practice. Mara grinned back. Dockside mercy. They'd burst into sub-bay. Her pod waited. Primed. But scopes lit. 3 interceptors closing. VAR's cruiser hulked beyond. Hollow flickered. Holt again. Vance. Comply. Galactic Accord demands. Ori smashed it. No accords. Mara strapped in. Fleet cords? Ori fed them. Engage. Pod rocketed out. Interceptors peeled pursuit. Blaster fire grazed hull. Mara banked into debris field. Dock scrap. Hold! Ori gripped. Glow steadied her. You're piloting poetry. Flirt later. Mara weaved. 1 interceptor sparked. Drone killed by Ori's pulse. Nice. Collaborate. Ori's eyes locked. Mandibles curved full. Real smile. Second pursuer veered. Public lanes jammed with freighters. Eyes everywhere. They broke free. Stars stabilized. Shadow fleet pinged. Sleek Vitari voids. Cloaked till now. Lead ship hailed. Sovereign. Escort forms. Ori exhaled. Safe. Mara eased throttles. Clinic gone. Docks may be burned. But patient breathed. Homes wherever you heal. Ori touched her arm. Chitin warm. Bridge forms. One kindness. Fleet swallowed them. VAR's cruiser faded scopes. Holt schemed unheard. But bay alarms echoed in Mara's mind. Warden closed in. 1 slip. Galaxy cracked. Pod docked shadow carrier. Hatches sealed. Mara unstrapped. Ground rules still apply? Ori rose. Pulled sterilizer bag. Always. Popped it open. Signet gleamed. Tokens next lesson? Mara laughed. Trust sealed. Carrier jumped. Galactic core awaited. VAR's threat shadowed. Holt's negotiations loomed. Mara Vance stood ready. Medic's hands built more than empires. Mara slammed the medkit open amid the docking bay chaos. Shattered crates spilled cargo. A guttural snarl rose from the hulking rune patient. Tusks bared, claws flexing. Touch me soft skin and I'll gut you. She ignored it. Hypo spray hissed into his scaled neck. Painkillers flooded. Grun slumped, eyes glazing. Mara moved to the next, a shivering human spacer. Ribs cracked, coughing blood. Same dose, same steady hands. No hesitation. Ari shadowed her, hooded cloak low. Disguised as another drifter, her mandibles clicked softly, recording implant whirring in her throat. Human compassion, raw, equal. No hierarchy. Data streamed to hidden relays. Next! Mara barked. Bay alarms wailed. Shipmaster Gorv hulked over his crew, a pack of bruised Vexari stevedores. He backhanded one. Work through it, scum. The Vexari crumpled, tentacle limp. Mara shoved between them. Back off, Gorv. Your crew's half dead. Sign this. She thrust the medical liability waiver under his snout. Hollow form glowed. Release from damages. Consent to treatment. Gorv laughed, breath rancid. Doc rat? Like you? I own these ports. No waiver. She jabbed a finger into his chest plate. Sign, or I walk. Your hauler crashes from untreated fractures. Insurance voids you. Galactic lien on your ship. Now, crew whimpered. Gorv's eyes narrowed. Mara held stare. No flinch. He snarled, thumbed the hollow seal. Green lock, clicked. Good choice. Mara knelt by the first vexary. Scans beeped. Internal bleeding. She sealed wounds with nanogel. Steady. Precise. Ari watched. Implant captured every motion. Hostile Grun, broken human, beaten Vexari, all equal under those hands. No favoritism, no fear. Humanity's reports rang true. Drone whirred overhead. Mara felt the prickle first, static on her neck. She glanced up. Black orb, unmarked. Red targeting pip danced on her back. Lock tone hummed. It dropped. Sparked on the deck plating. Dead. Mara spun. What the? Ori stepped forward casual. Glitch. Old dock tech. Happens. She towed the wreckage. Gesture hidden. Subtle wave of her inner claw. Quantum disruptor pulse. Queen-level Imperial tech. Invisible to scanners. Mara's eyes narrowed. She'd seen the motion. Too precise. Too timed. Wreckage smoked wrong. No power cell burst, just fried core. Impossible for a glitch. Save it. Mara grabbed Ori's arm, pulled her behind a crate stack. Bay noise covered them. That wasn't luck. You waved. It died. What are you? Ori's hood slipped fraction. Chitin gleamed under, mandibles parted slight. Mara Vance, dockside medic. Practical. Bull. No human does that. No tool I know. Mara scanned the drone husk with her wrist unit. Readings flatlined. Exotic interference. Talk. Now. No games. Ori hesitated. Eyes. Compound gold. Locked. Trust test. Humanity's truth. She lowered hood full. Crest unfurled. Iridescent queen markings. Signet ring pulsed on claw. What? Royalty? Mara kept voice low. No awe. No panic. Just facts. Sovereign Aurelia Ka. Galaxy's core. Incognito. Ori's voice hummed. Multitonal. Translated flawless. Testing reports. Humans. Kind to strangers. Bridge builders. Truth? Mara snorted. Pulled hypospray from belt. Truth? I treat who needs it. Groon threats. Vexari slaves. Broke spacers. Same. She nodded at crew. Gorov dragged away by port enforcers now. You followed. Watched. Why hide? Threats. Circle. Ori's claw touched drone husk. Warden Var. Envoy Holt. They control access. Shape impressions. You. Unscripted. Mara processed. Galactic Queen. Here. Slumming docks. And that toy? She kicked wreckage. Surveillance. Vars. Targets bonds he deems weak. Ori's mandibles curved hint smile. Humans unpredictable. He fears. Mara stood. Bay cleared partial. Patient stabilized. She packed kit. Weak? Try me. Glow in Ari's ring caught eye again. Power hummed faint. Tech like that. You could rule from throne. Why risk? Ori followed as Mara triaged last spacer. Human female. Fever-racked. Mara swabbed injected broad spectrum. One kindness. Tests foundation. Galaxy's fracture on bias. Yours holds. Spacer murmured thanks. Mara nodded. No fuss. Ori recorded final frame. You demand truth, not praise. Not fear. Extraordinary. Practical. Mara shouldered kit. Galactic core. Fancy, but rules apply. Sterilizer first. No contaminating my bay. Ori pulled pouch from cloak. Popped seal. Chitin gleamed clean. Always, they walked bay edge. Drones buzzed distant. Holt's polish. Var's steel. Mara glanced back. Drone husk gone. Ori's doing. Trust starts now? Mara asked. Ari's claw brushed her shoulder. Warm. Bed. Steady. Bridge forms. Alarms spiked. Port enforcers swarmed. Vance. Sovereign detain. Mara grabbed Ori's arm. Run. Pod bay ahead. They sprinted. Blaster whined. Var's interceptors inbound. Ori fed cords mid-stride. Shadow fleet. Mara punched controls. Pod sealed. Rocked out. Pursuit peeled. Fire grazed. But that was later. Now in bay haze, Mara saw it. Small kindness. Queen followed. Galaxy watched. No. She gripped Kit tighter. Protected what mattered. Hollow flickered. Holt's face. Vance? Comply. Ari smashed it. No. Fleet pinged ahead. Safe harbor, but Var closed. One slip. Mara banked pod. Debris field loomed. Hold on. Ori gripped. Glow steadied. Poetry. Flirt later. They weaved. Interceptor sparked. Down. Stars stabilized. Carrier swallowed them. Patches sealed. Mara unstrapped. Ground rules? Ori rose. Sterilizer bag out. Always. Trust sealed. Core awaited. But Mara knew. Drone was warning. Warden targeted the bond. She'd protect it. Medic's hands. Empire builders. Bay alarms echoed memory. Var's cruiser loomed scopes. One kindness held. Pod docked firm. Crew saluted Ori silent. Mara stepped out. Fleet medbay called. Triage anew. Shadow carrier hummed, wounded from skirmishes. Aliens. Humans. Equal lines. Ori followed, no cloak now. Crest high, first patient. Fatari scout, plasma burns, Mara scanned. Hold still. He hissed, hostile reflex. But hypospray hit true. Ori watched, recorded internal. Same hands, same calm. Next. Human pilot. Shrapnel. Identical treatment. See? Mara said low. No lecture. Ori nodded. Mandibles full curve. Truth confirmed. Medbay door hissed. Envoy Holt strode in. Polished suit. Sovereign. Protocol demands isolation. This. Human complicates. Ori waved dismiss. She bridges. Holt's eyes flicked Mara. Calculating. Warden Var loomed behind. Armor bulked. Unpredictable. Threat. Mara met gaze. Kit ready. Try me. Var's claw twitched. Drone orbited his shoulder. New one. Tip danced, on her back again. It dropped, sparked. Ori's gesture. Subtle. Mara smirked. Glitch. Var snarled. Impossible. Practical, Mara said. Ori laughed. Chitin chime. Lesson ends. Trust wins. Holt sheened silent. Var retreated. Carrier jumped. Core inbound. Mara treated next. Hands steady. Galaxy held. One bridge. But shadows lengthened. Negotiations loomed. Var plotted. She'd earn it. Kindness by kindness. Patient breathed. Ori touched arm. Warm. Home heals, Mara said. Empires too. Fleet streaked. Ready. Envoy Holt blocked the medbay hatch. His polished suit gleamed under the sterile lights. Medic Vance. Surrender the Sovereign immediately. Diplomatic containment protocols demanded. Mara sealed a patient's bandage. She straightened, wiping gel from her hands. Ori stood across the bay, scanning a holographic chart. The alien queen's crest tilted. Alert. No handoff without paperwork, Mara said. She tapped her clinic terminal link on her wrist. Submit a warrant. Core regulations. Section 47B. My terminal only. Holt's jaw tightened. His eyes darted to Warden Var, who hulked in the corridor shadow. The warden's armored claws flexed. A new drone orbited his pauldron, red scanner sweeping. This is no dockside squabble, Holt snapped. She's the galaxy's ruler. Your involvement complicates alliances. Mara crossed her arms. Complicates? I stabilized her wounds, earned her trust. You want her? Prove it's official. Var growled low. His bulk shifted forward. Human insolence.
Step aside. Pip zipped from Mara's collar.
The tiny drone sparked the warden's orbiter mid-scan. It plummeted, smoking. Var snatched it. Too late. Glitch, Mara said. She met his glare. Happens. Ori's mandibles clicked amusement. She glided closer, robes whispering. Envoy. Medic Vance bridges what protocols fracture. Stand down, Holt flushed. Sovereign, this risks. Warrant, Mara repeated. She projected her terminal hologram. Blank form glowed. Fill it, or leave. Var's claw hovered near his sidearm. Holt waved him back. The envoy accessed his datapad. Fingers flew. Document beamed over. Stamped. Official. Done, Holt said, through gritted teeth. Now release her. Mara scanned it. Valid. Core. Seal intact. She nodded once. Denied. It authorizes observation, not transfer. She's my patient until discharge. Holt's face purpled. You. Ori touched Mara's shoulder. Warmth seeped through fabric. Chidden fingers gentle. Enough. We proceed to the docks. Mara guides. Var snarled retreat. Holt followed. Scheming glare lingering. The hatch hissed shut. Mara exhaled. Pushy bunch. Ori's eyes gleamed multifaceted. You shield without fleet. Why? Practical, Mara said. Trust first, paperwork second. The carrier shuddered. Docking clamps engaged. Core station loomed. Vast wheel of alloy and light. Billions churned within. Negotiations awaited. Mara grabbed her kit. Come. My clinic's ringside. Real patients now. They debarked into chaos. Core docks swarmed. Vatari traders hissing deals. Human riggers hauling crates. Krell haulers bellowing paths, air hummed ozone and spice. Ori cloaked her crest low, incognito again. But her presence rippled. Workers edged away. Mara's clinic squatted dockside, prefabbed pod, scarred from plasma grazes. She punched the code. Inside, biobeds, scanners, hypospray racks. Home, a chime. Incoming, wounded, dock worker. Terran, burly, limping. Plasma singe on his leg. He froze at Ori, eyes widened. What the? Get that bug out! Ori stiffened. Mandibles parted. Defensive. Mara blocked him. Easy. Burn first. Names later. She guided him to the bed. Scanned the wound. 2nd degree. Clean. He jerked. That thing's watching. Kills humans, yeah? Heard the feeds. Ori recoiled. Crest drooped. Mara prepped hypospray. She's with me. Harmless. She glanced at Ori, voice low. Humans mess up. We fix with apologies. Watch. To the worker. Sorry for the scare, mate. She's learning our ways. Won't bite. Relaxed a fraction. Mara sprayed. Pain faded. Ori tilted, absorbed. Now you, Mara said. She pulled Ori forward. Practice. Eyes contact. Hands open.
Say, my presence frightened you.
I regret it. Won't happen again. Mean it. The worker tensed anew. Ori hesitated, then stepped. Palps extended. Palms equivalent. She locked gazes. Voice shifted. Flawless dockside drawl. Gravel and grit. No queen's timbre. Pure local. My presence frightened you. I regret it. Won't happen again. Worker blinked. Suspicion cracked. Yeah. No harm. He flexed the leg. Good as new. Oh yeah, bugger, ma'am. Ori's mandibles curved full. Cooperation, he chuckled. Deal's a deal. Got that relay fault you flagged earlier? I'll reroute power. Free. Mara grinned. Ori's touch lingered on her arm. Grateful pressure. Word spread. Docs buzzed. Worker vouched. Others trickled in. Ori assisted. Held scanners steady. Passed tools. Precise. Alien skill shown. Her palps manipulated fine circuits no human fingers matched. Next patient. Krell loader, crushed servo arm. Ori realigned the joint. Click perfect. Loader bellowed thanks. Rare. Mara treated burns. See? Apology opens doors. Ori nodded. Human ritual. Simple, potent. Hatch banged. Warden Var stormed in. Armor thudded. Drone swarm at his back. 5 now. Sovereign. Extract now. Human taints protocol. Ori faced him. Crest high. Taint. She mends. Bar's optics locked Mara. Unpredictable. Bond weakens you. Pip dove. Sparked 2 drones. They fizzled midair. Mara smirked. Predict this. Var lunged. Grab for Ori. Mara shoved her clear. Hypospray out. Sedative load. She jabbed his gauntlet. Missed flesh. He backhanded. She rolled, kits scattering. Ori moved. Palps flashed. Queen command frequency. Var froze. Systems locked. Stand down, Ori said. Voice thrummed authority. Or forfeit oath. He slumped. Drones powered off. Mara rose. Bruise forming. Oath. Ori's gaze softened. He swore to protect. Blindly. She steadied Mara, touched the bruise. Cool gel from her palps. Soothed instant. Holt burst in behind. What? Warden overstepped, Ori cut. Mara earned station. Holt scanned the scene. Calculated. Negotiations commence. Human. Attends. Ori's hand stayed on Mara's. She bridges. Ducks quieted outside. Workers watched. Whispers. Human tamed the queen. Mara packed her kit. Pain throbbed. Faded under Ori's touch. Protective now. Deeper. Station alarms whooped. Incoming fleet. Rival powers. Probes detected. Var stirred. Threats converge. Ori's crest flared. We face together. Mara nodded. Paperwork ready? Holt paled. Mara laughed. Kindness chained them. Galaxy teetered. One apology from fall. But bridges held. They moved out. Ori at her side. Worker waved. Relay fixed. Lights steady. More came. Lines formed. Envoy trailed. Scheming ended. Warden followed. Leashed. Core chamber loomed. Galactic Council. Powers circled. Mara's scanner beeped. Incoming data. Vare's logs hacked. Pip's work. She glimpsed. Plots deeper. Assassins inbound. Targeting the bond. Ori sensed tension. What? Mara squeezed her palps. Trouble. But we apologize our way through. Ori's laugh chimed, chitin to skin. Bond sealed. Fleet darkened the viewports, ready. Kindness armed them. Clinic doors slammed shut with a hydraulic hiss. Mara spun. Medkit clutched tight. Ori tensed beside her, palps quivering. Drones whirred overhead, red lights pulsing. Warden Var, Ori murmured. Her crest flattened against iridescent chitin. Boots thudded in the corridor. Warden HFY strode forward, armored bulk filling the frame. His visor gleamed. Security sweep, clinic block lockdown. No exits until cleared. Mara's jaw tightened. Workers outside pounded on the viewport. Faces pressed close. Dockhands, pilots, the relay fixer from earlier. Whispers turned to shouts. Holt stepped up, palms raised. Warden, the council awaits. This delays. Threat assessment first. Var's gauntlet slammed a panel. Bulkheads groaned, sealing the block. Air recyclers hummed louder. Human proximity risks the sovereign. Ori's hand brushed Mara's arm, cool, steady. Mara met her gaze. Those multifaceted eyes held trust, fragile and new. Not a risk, Mara said. She dropped her kit, yanked a diagnostic scanner from her belt. Pip status. Her wrist implant beeped. Lockdown fields active. Vents compromised. Assassins inbound. 3 signatures. Var's sweep. Mara cursed under breath. Var's logs had warned her. He played protector, but this isolated them. Rival fleets loomed outside. Perfect cover for a purge. Clear the human, Var barked. Drones descended, stun emitters charging with electric crackle. Ori stepped forward. Stand down. Var ignored her. A drone fired. A stun burst lanced toward Mara. Ori lunged. Her body intercepted the bolt. Blue energy crackled across her form. A shimmering field erupted. Royal defense weave. Hexagonal lattice glowing violet. It absorbed the stun. Rippled outward. Gasps echoed from the viewport crowd. Workers filmed on comms. Queensfield.
She's real.
Var froze. His visor flickered. Witnesses multiplied. Holo feeds live across the station. Ori staggered, palps smoking faintly. Enough. Mara grabbed her kit. No time for awe. She scanned the walls. Maintenance access behind the oxygen manifold. Sterile lines snaked through ducts, narrow but breathable. Escape route, Mara said. She pried the panel with a multi-tool. Hiss of pressurized gas. Oxygen lines clean. No smoke. No toxins. We crawl. Ori nodded, field fading. She pressed a palp to Mara's forming bruise. Cool gel soothed again. Lead. Var advanced. Sovereign. Protocol. Drones reactivated. 2 more bursts fired. Mara shoved Ori into the duct first. Chitin scraped metal. She followed, rigging the line as she went. Clamped a breather mask from her kit to the oxygen feed. Pure flow. No contaminants. Ducts twisted tight, elbows grinding her shoulders. Shouts behind. Var's armor wouldn't fit. Good. Signatures closing. Pip chirped. Varys faking the sweep. Assassins from rival fleets, targeting you both. Mara squeezed through a junction. Aura waited ahead, her glow faint in the dark. Why protect me? Ori whispered. Voice echoed soft. Strangers first, Mara grunted. Pulled herself forward. You needed it. Ori's palps brushed her ankle. Grateful, tentative. Bond tightened in the crush. Laser fire pinged the duct behind. Var's voice boomed. Flush them. Heat bloomed. Mara sealed the hatch with sealant foam from her kit. Bought seconds. They emerged in a service bay. Alarms wailed. Viewports showed the fleet, rival cruisers, probes swarming like wasps. Holt's voice crackled over station comms. Negotiations paused. Block secured. Lies. Mara checked her scanner. Core chamber 2 levels up. Public nexus. Council feeds live, crowds thick. Var couldn't raid there without galaxy-wide scandal. Ori coughed. Field residue fading. Mara steadied her. You shielded me. That field's queen tech? Ori's crest rose slightly. Incognito no more. She touched Mara's hand. Skin to chitin. Warmth spread. Your kindness exposed us both. Mara grinned, pulse racing. Better than dead. She grabbed Ori's primary hand. Four-fingered grip firm. Run. Public square. They bolted down the corridor. Workers parted. Eyes wide. Human and queen, one yelled. Cheers erupted. Oots thundered behind. Var's squad. Lighter armor, closing fast. Mara slapped an emergency bulkhead override. Doors groaned half shut. Ori's field flickered, buying time. Elevator ahead, packed with civilians, pilots, traders, alien envoys. Doors opened, they piled in. Core level, Mara barked. Faces turned. A avian trader chirped, "You're the medic. Fixed my wingmate." Nods rippled. Ori drew stares, chitin gleaming, crest proud now. Stun bursts sizzled the walls outside. Civilians gasped. Var roared through comms. Evacuate, security. But cameras rolled. Feeds beamed to every dock, every ship. Elevator dinged. Core chamber spilled open. Vast dome. Holographic council seals orbiting. Galactic powers arrayed. Rival emperors in hollow form. Fleets poised beyond viewports. Holt stood at the podium sweating. Sovereign. Ori strode forward, Mara at her side, hands still clasped. Crowd hushed. Var burst from a side door, squad fanned. Drones hovered, witnesses everywhere. Billions tuned in. Stand down, Ori commanded. Voice amplified, royal timbre shaking the air. Var halted. Visor locked on their joined hands. The human weakens you. Mara stepped up. Weakens? I just saved her ass through a duct. She held up her scanner. Your logs, Ver. Hacked. Assassins greenlit under your sweep. Gasps. Holos flickered. Emperors leaning in. Var's gauntlet twitched. Fabrication. Pip projected. Logs scrolled. Timestamps matching the fleet's probe launch. Proof. Crowd murmured. Traitor, a pilot shouted. Ori's field reignited, subtle now. Protected the chamber's edge. Oath broken twice. Ver slumped. Squad disarmed him. Drones powered down. Holt cleared his throat. Negotiations? Resume? Ori turned to Mara. Palps traced her palm. You bridged us here. Mara squeezed back. Apologize later. Fleets knocking. Probes rattled the hull. Rival emperors hollow sneered. Sovereign compromised by a primitive. Ori's laugh chimed. Primitive? She outmaneuvered my warden. Mara unpacked her kit, deployed a counterprobe jammer, dockside special. Signals jammed. Probes veered off. Aliens gaped. Human tech? Jury-rigged? Council nodded. Awe rippled. Ori pulled Mara closer. Chitin to skin. Stay. Bridge the galaxy. Mara nodded. Heart steady. One small kindness. Oxygen line. Hand grab held the fragile piece, but scanners beeped. Deeper signatures inbound. Assassins breached the outer hull. Fleet guns charged outside. Ori's crest flared. Together, Mara grinned. Rigged and ready. Council chamber tensed. Bond sealed fates. Kindness armed against the storm. The stranger stepped onto the dais, and the entire chamber knelt. Mara Vance gripped Ori's elbow tighter. She marched forward anyway. Drones hummed overhead. Envoy Holt's eyes widened from the podium. Miss Vance? This is irregular. Stand down. No. Mara shoved past a security cordon. Her boots echoed on the polished forum floor. Ori leaned into her, palps quivering against Mara's arm. Disguise still. Humble robes, crest dimmed, but the kneel told everything. Public hearing, now. Before your warden vanishes her, Warden Keshvar burst through a side hatch. His gauntlets clenched. Squad flanked him, stunners primed. Seize them. Throne protocols. Incognito breach. Crowd surged. Pilots, merchants, alien envoys from a dozen worlds. Holos flickered alive. Rival emperors, council heads, all staring. Mara planted her feet center stage. Scanner in one hand. Ori shielded behind. Touch her. You touch me. Logs say assassins probed an hour ago. Your sweep, Var. Gasps rippled. Var halted. Doc Rat lies. Secure the sovereign. Ori straightened. Her hand squeezed Mara's. Warmth pulsed through chitin. Mara nodded once. Do it. Fabric shimmered. Ori dropped the disguise. Gold regalia ignited, crest blazing like a sun. Palps unfurled, threads weaving authority fields, the chamber's kneel deepened. Bows swept floorward. I am Aurelia Ka, sovereign of the Veil Concord. Her voice chimed, amplified. I claim this chaos, incognito, to test humanity's truth. Mara Vance bridged it. Hollow emperors leaned in. A merchant gasped. The queen, here. Var's mandibles clicked fury. Manipulation, this human-infiltrated triage. Bonded the throne. Security breach, primitive exploited weakness. He jabbed a gauntlet at Mara. Arrest her, purge the variable. Mara's jaw set. She tapped her scanner. Exploit. I patched her lung first. Oxygen line, no questions. Holos deployed from her wrist unit. Triage log scrolled. Timestamps, vitals. Ori's disguised biometrics spiking. Witnesses next. Pipbot zipped out. Tiny projector beamed statements. Dockhand. Human grabbed the stranger's hand. Pulled her through vents. Pilot. Mara sealed the breach. Shared her breather. Nedic peer. Kindness protocol. Strangers first. Ori's field hummed approval. She traced Mara's knuckles. Chitin to skin. Steady pulse. Vare snarled. Fabrications. My sweeps cleared. Logged. Mara synced her scanner to his gauntlet feed. Hack deployed. Dockside special. Jury rigged from probe scraps. Data flooded. VARs overrides. Assassin green lights matching fleet pings. Your drones ignored them. Oath broken. Chamber rupted. Traitor! A pilot roared. Merchants chanted. Hollows flickered outrage. Emperors nodding. VAR lunged. Squad hesitated. Ori's regalia flared, shielding the dais edge. Thread snapped his gauntlet offline. He slumped. Drones swarmed his squad, disarming stunners. Holt stepped forward, palms up. Sovereign, negotiations. Resume after. Ori pulled Mara closer. Palps brushed her wrist. You bridged us. Mara squeezed back. Heart thumped steady. Apologize later. Probes rattling hull. Alarms blared. Outer hull breached. Signatures inbound. Rival emperors hollow sneered. Sovereign compromised. Primitive taint. Ori laughed. Chime cutting tension. Primitive. She outmaneuvered my warden. Crest pulsed brighter. Mara unpacked her kit. Counter probe jammer assembled in seconds. Scrap wiring. Flux capacitor from her med scanner. Signals jammed. Probes veered off station hollows. Aliens gaped. Human jury rig dockside? Council nodded awe. A merchant whispered, They improvise, we simulate. Ori's palps twined Mara's fingers. Chitin gleamed against skin. Stay. Bridge the galaxy with me. Mara nodded. Bond sealed, but scanners beeped deeper. Assassins punched inner bulkheads. Leap guns charged outside. Rival armada locking on. VAR stirred. Eyes locked on Mara. You'll doom her. Watch. Mara rigged a second jammer. Ori's threads wove into it. Queen tech amplifying human hack. Hybrid pulse fired. Bulkheads sealed. Assassin drones sparked out. Chamber exhaled. Holt cleared throat. Peace holds. Not yet. Ori's crest dimmed warning. New signatures. Cloaked shuttles. VAR's loyalists inbound. My warden's net. Mara grinned. Rigged and ready. She slapped a breather mask on Ori. Your turn. Cover me. Ori nodded. A field expanded. Queen strength barrier. Mara dashed to console. Fingers flew. Dock protocols overridden. Thence rerouted. Gas canisters primed. Non-lethal. Medic style. Loyalists breached. Armored forms dropped in. Blasters raised. Ori's voice boomed. Stand down. Oath to me. They fired. Threads deflected. Mara triggered vents. Sleep gas bloomed. Figures slumped. Aliens stared. Gas trap? From life support? Kindness repurposed. Mara hauled Ori back to dais. Palps met her palm again. Softer this time. Trust woven. Hollow Emperor sneered louder. Fleet inbound. Surrender the human. Ori's laugh returned. She saves. You scheme. Mara synced jammers galaxy-wide. Fleet signals glitched. Guns powered down. Awe swelled. Pilot knelt voluntary.
Human bridges wars. But VAR rose.
Squad gone. He activated hidden blade. For security, lunged at Mara. Ori shoved forward. Crest blazed. Threads bound him mid-air. Mara sidestepped. Scanner stun pulse dropping him final. Chamber silent. Ult bowed. Sovereign cleared. Ori turned. Pulled Mara into embrace. Chitin pressed skin. Palps traced jaw. You earned them. Earned me. Mara's breath caught. Hand cupped crest. Small kindness. Oxygen line. Galaxy's bridge. Ori's fields hummed intimacy. First kiss. Pulps to lips. Electric. Council cheered. Hollows flickered a chord. Scanners pinged. Deeper still. Core breach. Fleet realigned. Ori's grip tightened. Together. Mara unpacked full kit. Rigged the throne room. Your tech, my hacks. They moved as one. Bond armed. Probes rattled closer. Elite signatures locked chamber doors. Mara sealed the last vent. Gas primed. Ori's threads laced every seam. Doors breach in 30. Ori's palps quivered. Not fear. Resolve. Mara nodded. Witnesses record. Kindness holds. Doors buckled. Elites poured. Blasters lit the chamber. Hybrid jammer pulsed. Threads snapped weapons. Gas bloomed. Elites dropped. Hollow Emperor raged. Impossible. Ori stepped forward. Regalia supernova. Humanity's normal. Our extraordinary. Mara flanked her. Scanner logged it all. Palps found her hand again. Fleet retreated. Cheers thundered. But outer sensors screamed. Wormhole rift. Unknown fleet. Not rival. Something ancient. Ori's crest flickered alarm. Ancestral guardians. Triggered by breach. Mara rigged final counter. Queen threads boosting human probe. Rift scanned. Guardians hailed. Sovereign. Human anomaly detected. Bridge or break? Ori looked to Mara. Bridge. Mara squeezed. Together. Rift widened. Figures emerged. Towering. Ethereal. Eyes on the human. Chamber held breath. Kindness tested ultimate. Towering figures solidified from the rift's glow. Their forms shimmered like living plasma, crests pulsing in unison. One stepped forward, voice booming through the chamber's fields. Sovereign Aurelia Ka, the anomaly stands. Declare the bridge. Ori's palps tightened on Mara's hand. Mara felt the queen's threads hum resolve through her skin. The council chamber held still. Hollows broadcasting every twitch to the galaxy. Bridge affirmed, Ori said. Humanity integrates. Mara Vance binds us. The Guardian's eyes, void black orbs, locked on Mara. Scanners in her wrist rig pinged alien frequencies. Unreadable. Mara squeezed back, steady. No fear, just the dockside medic's calm. Prove continuity, the Guardian intoned. Coronation protocols engage. Patronage binds the anomaly. Gasps rippled from the council. Envoy Holt straightened, his polished scales gleaming under the lights. Warden Kejvar's claws flexed, gaze slicing toward Mara. Ori turned to Mara. Palps brushed her cheek, electric warmth sparking. Mara, accept royal patronage. Leave this station. Join me at Core Worlds. Your kindness saved us. The galaxy needs your bridge. Mara blinked. Coronation? Titles? Her kit still hummed from the breach hack, gas residue clinging to her gloves. Docks outside teemed with workers, mixed crews patching hulls, waiting for medics like her. No fanfare. Just triage. She pulled her hand free, gentle but firm. No titles, Ori. No leaving. Ori's crest flickered surprise. Threads quested, tasting her intent. The galaxy watches. Protocol demands. Galaxy expects a show. Mara faced the hollows, voice carrying. Give them this. Fund a public clinic. Free, station-wide. And legal protections for mixed-species workers. No more deportations for incompatibility. Sign it now. Public. Silence crushed the chamber. Holt sputtered. Preposterous. Sovereign. This human oversteps. Keshvar snarled, advancing. Threat assessment. Human exploits bond. Neutralize. Ori's threads lashed out, pinning Kesh mid-stride. Stand down, Warden. Mara speaks truth. Guardians hummed approval, plasma forms steady. The lead one projected a hollow contract, clauses scrolling in galactic script. Mara's rig translated. Clinic endowment, worker charters, enforcement clauses. Ari's fields blazed. She extended a palp inking the seal with royal essence. Done. Envoy Holt, you enforce. Report directly to Mara Vance. Holt's scales paled. He bowed stiff. As Sovereign Will's council erupted in cheers, Holos flared with accord pings. Mara watched the signatures lock. Billions credited to docs, charters beaming to every outpost. Ori's palps found Mara's wrist again. You reshape empires with dockside sense, Mara grinned. Small kindnesses stack. Let's walk the docks. Start that clinic now. They moved together. Ori's regalia dimmed to incognito shimmer. Guardians dissolved back into the rift, their hail fading to standby ping. Mara led through chamber doors past stunned elites. Kesh glared from the sidelines, comms buzzing with overrides. Docs hit them like a hull breach. Clang of welders, hiss of atmo vents, crews of every species hauling cargo. A Xeno trucker clutched a bleeding limb, ignored by autodocs. Mara knelt first, kit snapping open. Hold still, she said. Scanner probed the wound. Plasma burn, incompatible with standard gels. Ori crouched beside her, threads extending. My essence stabilizes. Yours seals. They worked in sync. Mara's needle pierced, Ori's fields numbed pain. Trucker gaped, mandibles clicking awe. With meat sack, partner, Ori corrected. Palps quivered amusement. Word spread. Crowds gathered. Scaled loaders, feathered pilots, tentacled riggers. Mara called orders. Clear space! Clinic here. Bays 12 through 15. Ori summoned drones from her regalia. They unfolded cots, projectors beaming hybrid med scans. Mara directed traffic, treating a clutch of younglings with respiratory hacks. Human oxygen tweaks meshed with Ori's thread filters. Holt arrived, datapad clutched. Sovereign, funds transfer complete, but Quiche protests. Claims human influence corrupts protocols. Ori didn't look up from sealing a gash. Kesh adapts or steps aside. Record this, Holt. Cultural exchange begins. Mara paused, wiping gel from hands. A feathered pilot approached, crest low in submission. Heard the charter, my nest, mixed with humans. Safe now? Mara nodded. Signed and sealed. Show me the injury. Pilot extended a wing, microfractures glowing under scan. Ori's threads mapped avian bone weave. Mara's brace locked it firm. Pilot trilled gratitude, fields brushing both in thanks. Hours blurred. Mara unpacked full kits. Antivirals for xenoflu, pressure seals for void leaks. Ori adapted her essence. Countering toxins, Mara's scans flagged. Crowds swelled, stories spilling, one loader. Chitin cracked from overload. Humans fix fast, no questions. Ori's palps stilled, her normal. Our awe. Mara caught the Queen's gaze. Electric spark jumped, trust deepened, bond humming. No words, just shared rhythm. Keish's shadow loomed at the edge. His squad scanned the throng, claws itching. Warden, Holt warned. Sovereign's orders. Kesh bared fangs. Bond weakens her. Watch. Mara noted him. Rig pinging his biosigns. Elevated aggression. She flagged a young medic apprentice. Cover that berth. Eyes on the chitin heads. Ori leaned close, breath warm on Mara's neck. He tests us. Together, Mara murmured. Palps met lips. Brief, charged. Workers cheered. Holos capturing the bridge in motion. Deeper in the docks, alarms flickered. Mara's rig caught it first. Subtle spike. Rival probes lingering from the breach. She hacked a counterjam, Ori's threads amplifying. Not over, Ori whispered. Clinic pulsed on. A tentacled rigger gripped Mara's arm. You asked for us. We build now. Wands deployed. Drones erected walls, stocking hybrid meds. Galactic feeds lit up. Queen's Clinic, human-led. Accords poured in. Holt relayed pings. Core worlds petition alliances. Mimic the model. Ori smiled, crest high. Mara's bridge expands. Night cycle dropped, docks glowing under work lamps. Mara sealed the last patient. A human Xeno hybrid kid. Lungs cleared. Kid hugged her leg, then Ori's palp. Exhaustion tugged, but Mara's gaze sharpened on outer sensors. Wormhole echoes lingered. Guardians, or worse? Kesh approached. Squad fanned. Sovereign. Emergency council. Human excluded. Ori rose, threads coiling protective. She joins. Or I don't. Mara packed her kit, hand-finding Ori's. Tension crackled. Holt blocked Kesh. Enforcer now, Warden. Stand down. Keisha's eyes burned. Bridge fractures here. Alarms wailed. Distant breach. Probes inbound. Masked signatures. Mara's rig locked on. Not probes. Assassins. Elite grade. Ori's fields flared. Defend the clinic. Crowds scattered to barricades. Workers grabbed tools. Welders as blasters. Mara rigged vents. Gas priming. Ori laced threads through bulkheads. Kesh hesitated, then pivoted. Squad fired on shadows breaching airlocks. Mara flanked Ori. Scanner beaming to fleet. Hail the Guardians. Bridge holds. Rift pinged open. Ethereal forms watched. Assassins poured. Cloaked killers. Rival Emperor's vanguard. Blasters scorched walls. Hybrid jammer pulsed. Threads snapped limbs. Gas ballooned. Bodies dropped. One assassin lunged at Mara. Kesh intercepted. Claws rending armor. For the bridge, he growled. Ori sealed the hatches. Palps gripped Mara tight. Together. Sensors cleared. Cheers thundered from workers. Holt broadcast victory. But Mara's rig screamed deeper. Core rift destabilizing. Ancient Guardians massing. Lead Guardian hailed. Anomaly proven. Galaxy binds. But fracture approaches. Your bridge, or shatter all. Ori looked to Mara, eyes fierce. Mara nodded. Kindness tested ultimate.